Yes, people, what is going on? Barnsley 0, Chelsea 1. We're through. We're through. That is what matters. We were crap, we were dreadful, but we are through. That is the important thing. Oh, God, where do we start with this game? Before we start anywhere, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. We're trying to push for a big target. It's one that's probably highly unachievable, but it is with that attitude. We've got to make sure we be positive. Got to be positive, like I am that Chelsea can win the FA Cup. You make sure you subscribe. Let's get into the video. Obviously, Tammy Abraham scores the only goal of the game. And Tammy Abraham very deservedly got man of the match, in my opinion. A lot of people in my live stream. We had 5,500 people in as well, which is very good, especially as an FA Cup game. And it also was on, terrestrial TV. So very, very happy about that from my point of view. But yeah, he very much deserved man of the match for his performance. Weirdly, defending. I'll come on to that in a little moment. The goal, we'll go through it quickly because it is only one goal. Chelsea struggled to move the ball all night. Bad pitch, affects both teams regardless. Maybe they were a little bit more accommodated to it than we were. But again, that's this time of year. Got to switch onto it quickly. Because again, their pitch, they're a championship side. Obviously, we're not going to play against anyone lower anymore in the competition. But still, these things do happen. You do get teams that have got effed up pitches because of obviously where they are and geographic locations, whatever. So you've got to get used to it. You have to get used to it. Also as well, depending on what sort of a pitch we're going to be playing on in bloody Bucharest when we play against Atletico Madrid in 16, I think it is days time, whatever it is. We've got to get used to it. And we didn't really today, apart from the one time when we scored. We moved the ball quickly. It was lovely. Reece James created the overload. And I was looking at him just going, bang it, just bang it, just bang it, just bang it. And he does put it on a plate for Tammy Abraham. Massive question of offside. But BBC did show a graphic and he does look onside. So, yeah, not really batted an eyelid about that. Chelsea should have had a penalty as well. Again, we're at a championship ground. No VAR in the FA Cup at championship grounds, which does work maybe in their favour rather than with us. One of those things we've just got to deal with. Yeah, it's one of those ones. It was a horrible game to have to go and play. Cold weather. Really, I'm going to try not to swear in this video. I say crap, but I can deal with crap. Really crap conditions, really crap weather, absolutely bloody freezing. And yeah, not one that we wanted to have played. And we rested a lot of players and it slightly worried me, I'll be honest. It did slightly worry me how many people we left at home. Timo, Mason Mount, Kai Havertz is apparently not match fit rather than particularly injured. Thiago Silva, obviously, we know. Mendy, we rested, didn't even take him. I was one of those ones, I just wanted to go through in this competition. It don't matter if we exert too much energy, whack them 6-0. We whacked them 6-0 back in September. And we were a shell of the side that whacked them 4 months ago, 5 months ago, today. We were a shell of it. Again, there's different variables, different people played, different times in the season, form, new manager for them, new manager for us. Very, very different. But it was far from convincing. And we were very, very shoddy at times. We were, it's not a swear word, we were piss poor. We really were piss poor. And it come through a handful of players mainly. We'll start with the original lineup. Kepa made a really good save. They could have been 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it was. Should have been. They had the best chance of the game for 60-odd minutes until Tammy scored, and I think it was the 64th minute. They had the best chance of the game, didn't stick it away, one of those ones. We should have been 1-0 down, and the game becomes a hell of a lot more difficult then. Kepa did all right, did okay, wasn't concrete at times, but, it is what it is. Had one or two moments where I crapped my pants. I was gonna swear then. Yeah, but just okay, do you know what I mean? Just okay. The back three didn't work with Christensen playing on the right-hand side. He was shocking, I thought. Sorry, Lewis, I know you love him, but I thought he was shocking on the right-hand side. Really surprised me that they played Zuma in the middle of the back three. Emerson, of course, on the left-hand side of the back three. That didn't even work. Alonso played as a wing-back. He barely got involved. When he did, it was crap, to be honest. The midfield pivot of Gilmour and Kante didn't really work. Kante wasn't a leader. He's the most experienced player we probably had. Makes complete sense of why he was given the armband. Doesn't necessarily mean he was that good. He gave the ball on 1 or 2 occasions. Very sloppy, I thought. Very rash. Very... bearing in mind, we've been so used to playing this controlled game. We've kept possession for large chunks of time. Again, better pitches, whatever. We just looked very frantic every time we kept the ball. We looked very, very frantic and we looked very scared. Gilmour, I thought, had a good game. Not perfect at all. Gave away 1 or 2 too many fouls. But again, I'd be happy that he did it rather than some of the other people doing it and getting sent off, booked, whatever for it. I don't think he got a booking at all. So, I mean, he makes those fouls, whatever, okay. I don't like it, but I can accept it a little bit more. Callum Hudson-Odoi was so much better when he moved position rather than as a wing-back. And then we're going to come on to the front three, because I thought going forward, the front three of Pulisic, Ziyech and Tammy Abraham was absolutely, utterly, totally, purely poo. Just poo. Absolute poo. And Tammy did so much better when he was just playing in the, I say it's a 4-3-3, when he was just a central striker and there was none of this, oh, you play really narrow and whatever. People got dragged all over the place. I didn't know what the hell we were playing. Honestly, I didn't. And I genuinely think that came across to Tammy and many players in the team as well. I thought that Pulisic and Ziyech, we can't afford to carry players. We can't afford to when we're trying to go for this really impressive league run to make sure we get into top 4 and obviously go further in competitions that we are in. But we carried those two tonight and we just about got away with it. We just about got away with it. Angerin, when he came on, superb. Really, really impressed. For a kid, made mistakes, but again, a kid, not many opportunities he's had for Chelsea. Hakim Ziyech, Champions League semi-finalist, did not step up to the plate today. Probably will annoy a few people. Had a couple of nice passes, I will say that. But how many times did he lose the ball? Really lacklustre. I thought the energy from him was really poor. The body language was poor at multiple times. He did not want to be there. And this is the game where he really should have gone, I want to start right wing. And he didn't do it. He honestly didn't do it. Pulisic, I don't know what's going on with him. I'll be honest with you, I didn't want to wrap him up in bubble wrap. He's lacking match minutes. He's lacking fitness. He wasn't sharp. Again, comes with match fitness. He looked disinterested at times. I didn't ever look at him and think he's going to do something magic. I just thought he was another player that we just carried. And Tammy Abraham getting bugger all service in the first half. A few opportunities that came his way, couldn't make the most of. Again, gets the service in the second half, one chance, puts it away, wins the game for us. But again, Tammy did so well defending. It was park the bus for large chunks for us, which is stupid. They had so many, set pieces they tried to whip in. Tammy had the one off the line. So bloody purr from him, brilliant. Kepa should have dealt with it in the first place, but either way, Tammy deals with it, flicks it over the bar. Rudiger and Zuma as a 2 looked a lot more comfortable than it was in the back 3. But again, you can't play that against Premier League opposition. You get mullered because they'd be a bit more frantic, whatever. So there were so many different holes that I could pick, and I will probably do a player ratings video. But the main thing is that we are through. We are through, and that is what matters. Now, I'm going to give a lot of praise to Barnsley. They were superb. They fought the way that they wanted to fight. They kept themselves in the game a hell of a long way. Even when it was 1-0, like dying minutes, they could have had an equaliser. If they would have put one of them away, they could have even gone and got a winner. They were a really good side. They've changed a lot since we played them. Fine. But Premier League quality still should be able to outshine these guys. Regardless. Everyone was saying, oh, we'll keep the ball and we'll work them down and the energy will deplete. Didn't really happen, did it? Didn't happen at all. So, look, I'm going to go because there's not a lot more I can say. We win the game 1-0. It's not exactly brilliant. We're through, whoop-de-doo, but we were still piss poor for large chunks of the game. So yeah, I might do a player ratings tomorrow. If you do want to see it, make sure you put it in the comment section below. Make sure you smash the likes and I'll do a player ratings for tomorrow's video. But yeah, really lacklustre from me. Couple of good moments from certain players. Tammy again was, I could talk about him all night, how well he did defensively, but still got to do more going forward. That partially comes from him, partially comes from service, whole process. So yeah, look, I thought it was really lacklustre, and that's where I'm going to finish the video. I hope you've enjoyed. If you subscribe, if you're new around here, really lacklustre, but Chelsea are through, and that's sometimes what you've got to do. Sometimes what you've got to do. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. See you later.